after this first wave happens. So apparently there will be some people who become incredible superheroes right off the bat. And this could involve telekinesis, this could involve telepathy, this could involve shooting lightning out of your hands, balls of light out.
Dude, we need to react. Bro, we need to react to this video. What's tomorrow, Friday? In the next few days, we're going to do it. Let's pull up this link he shared. Robert Monroe. Okay, let's pull this up. Let's play a few more minutes of this, and then we're going to pull up what Wanderer shared.
Out of your hands, all these kinds of interesting things appear to be some of the basic stuff. The ability to project thought forms, to project complex visual thought forms. And again, by location, projecting your own essence into your fourth density body. And that's what we're all going to have to learn how to do. And once we're all finished with that, then there is a full solar flash, because now everybody has walked into fourth density, and everybody's walked off the stage of the earth. There's no need to be there anymore. We've all learned how to activate our astral bodies. We go into this new layer of existence, and only then is there the full solar flash. Now, the Law of One actually talks about all this stuff, and they estimate in the books that it's going to take somewhere between 100 to 700 years before this happens. Now, in the meantime, once we go through this first wave,
everybody, make sure you're subbed to that channel right there. That's my backup channel. Something's going on with this channel. Make sure you're subbed. Okay.
Wave of ascension, we all get something that they describe extensively in the Law of One. You can go look it up or read Michael Prophecies again, where they talk about the third, fourth activated body. What the hell is the third, fourth activated body? The third, fourth activated body means that you live in a human body, you still have your body, but you also have your fourth density body activated enough that now it can do things like poltergeist events.
This is a total fucking
might
fraud,
start
dude.
Causing telekinesis to occur, and at first you don't realize that you are causing it, but it's this other version of you that would be like a ghost that lives at the same time as you are living. So you're interconnected with this consciousness, and it can actually go and move things without your awareness. And so if you look at all the teachings of the classic ancient master yogis, they all talk about the importance of raising your consciousness, and eventually gets to the point where people are having lucid dreams, out-of-body experiences, and in the case of levitating saints, we talk about this in our new movie, Levitation. I hope you'll see that coming up. Levitation is going to be incredible. We have all these great stars we're interviewing for this, insiders. So when we see what's possible, it becomes an amazing phenomenon to realize that, hey, we're all going to get this shamanic activation at the same time. And it probably will happen in the immediate aftermath of this global reckoning, this moment of truth where we understand that the reality that we thought we were living in is not real. And that many of the things that we were being told are not true. And they haven't been true.
Like all the things that you've been saying.
Let's read some comments. I'm kind of bored talking for just a second. Keep coming back. It works if you work it. Then you will die and come back to do it again on loop. Well, it's kind of like that, but the point is you want to learn your lessons so you don't keep looping. Hey, David, incredible prophecy. It's exciting. Some of this is already happening to some of us. Thanks for devoting your time to this important work. Okay, there's some room. And a separate source that I talk about in Michael Prophecies from India Daily, which appears to be that they were...
Okay, back to the topic at hand.
Can everybody see this with reasonable viewing? Fine. the LD, line of demarcation, bang, bang, crash. Now, let's put below the line, which again is the area of the knowns, remember? Let's put a big mass of disorganized stuff, and that disorganized stuff is human thought. You would be amazed the depth of disorganization that you find in it when you view it from another perspective. Be that as it may, with all the stuff that you know of which humans think and the mix of it, that radiates out, wham, 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 whip, like that. And there is an inverse square law at work, I hope, but we're not sure. On the other side of the coin is that eternal M field that comes down through here like this and radiates through there. Now, a funny thing has happened on the way to the store, as it were, where we, us, how and why did we get here? This is the thing that is a subject of great curiosity, to say the least. Well, let's take a typical one, but not the most important one. Here, we are moving along here, and boing, we hit that part of that radiation, and we smell it, taste it. What's that? So we move in a little over here to another, and we get another taste of it. You say, you know, that's real interesting. I wonder what that is and what that's like. So you're trying to figure a way where you can move in here because it's getting pretty strong stuff and sticky and this kind of thing. So you're very cautious. And at that particular moment, as you're contemplating, you're perceiving all this in here with great curiosity. All of a sudden, this big man, that's a misnomer, a he-she, that's more like it, appeared and said, what do you want? And you say, well, what's that down there? He says, that's humans. And you say, well, can I go closer? And he says, well, not unless you be human. He says, well, I'll be human. He says, you what? He says, well, I'd like to be human. And he says, well, I suppose you could if you really wanted to. And you say, well, how do I do it? He says, well, just call me Ed, incidentally. I'm the entry director, and just so you can call me Ed for short. You say, oh, yes, Ed. Okay. He says, the first thing you have to do in order to be human, you say, oh, don't misunderstand. I just want to get a taste, a sample, and zoom in and zoom out. That's all. I don't want to stay there. Oh, no, I wouldn't think of staying there. That's just a taste, just a little sip. And Ed looks at you and says, yes, yes. Yes, I understand. So what you do in that process, he says, the first thing that you need to do in order to be human is recognize that time-space exists. You say, well, somehow I perceive it. There it is. He says, well, what you perceive is only part of it. There's a lot more to it than that. You say, well, I'll take my chances. He says, well, the other part is that you have to recognize that when you become human, that you have an important thing you must do in order to be human. You say, well, what's that? He says, well, you have to have shut off all of your present memory and your present self. Otherwise, you can't generate this human consciousness. You say, oh, sure, I can pick it up when I get out. And he says, yeah. And he says, the other thing is that you are really on your own, because that's what that is down there, is that people are on their own. Those who come in and become human make supposedly their own decisions. You say, oh, I'll make my own decisions. He says, yeah. So he says, now, if you really want, we can set it up. You say, oh, sure, I got to go. He says, all right, first thing you got to do is, what do you want? Do you want to be male or female? And you look and say, what's that? He says, never mind. He says, can I select for you? Oh, yeah, you tell me which way. All right, fine. He says, the next thing is that you have to make a decision of where you want your entry point is. And he says, that's a decision that you have to make because there are kind of problems. He says, for example, on Park Avenue in New York, there's a wait list line, a long wait list line to get there. Can't get Marin County, California, long line, that kind of stuff. And he says, Beverly Hills, almost impossible. But he says, we got plenty of fast takers, say, in Africa, instant service. You can get in right away. South America, the same thing. Easy, no problem. And he says, and I can just really rig it. And you say, well, that first one, it sounds pretty interesting, but you say it's waitlisted. He says, yeah, Park Avenue, forget it, but in New York. He says, and you say, but if it's New York, and it's close to that wait listing, isn't there any place in New York I can get in? And he thinks this is, yes, I can get you in, as a matter of fact, pretty quickly. Just right now, just wait and see. You see, that's fine, you're right. He says, all right, you got to be careful now. Remember, you're on your own. He says, oh, I can make it. So he says, okay, you agreed, sign the contract. He says, okay, fine. Click, I sign. So he takes you, and he goes, Kung! And you go, bang. And at that bang, you look very closely, if one were there, and they would see a little newborn baby squalling and screaming, not hearing the screams to let me out of here, but just a screaming baby, newly born, lying in the broken glass, the garbage, and the dust and the dirt on the landing of a fifth-floor walk-up in the Bronx, while the 13-year-old mother, having just given birth, is hurrying down the stairs to get away. And so one begins life here. The thing that happens after that is where the action really starts. You go through that life process, and the symbology can have been 100,000 years ago. The whole symbology is still the same. You make your exit, and you start out again. Now, originally, your intent was to take your escape velocity and go on out and continue wherever you were intending to go or whatever you intended to do. But right about here somewhere, you begin to bend a little bit. And the reason is that as you made this process through here in what we call physical life, you picked up a greater load factor than you realized. Unconsciously, you picked up that load factor. And you had friction, which slowed you up. The combination of those two is expressed in the bending of that, where you, no one else, no law, nothing else, makes the decision when you said, how many times, I got to go back. It's just something I wanted to do, and I didn't get a chance to do it. I wanted to have 5 children instead of 2, and I got to go back and have 3 more children, or some such thing. Or I never got to drink alcohol. I'd like to go back and drink some booze. Whatever the reason. And you say, oh, just say to yourself, just once, that's all, and then I'll go on my way. And so you begin that turn to make just once more one little more run, just one more for the road or whatever. And at that moment, that decision, which was yours and no one else's, no law, no rule, just you lost your escape velocity. And you went into orbit in this area. And you went down and around again. Had another life. And as you came out of that, you still were, as in essence, above this line. So you were recognized still from whence you came. You came up around in here and you made another decision. Having lost more velocity, having picked up an additional load factor, you're here. And you say, oh, it won't hurt to go back once more. And I've always wanted to ride a camel. So you decide to go back and ride and own a camel. So round you go again and go through the process here. And again, you are steadily losing velocity and your orbit is decaying, as you can see. Once you get below this line of demarcation, as it were, you're thinking more about here than you are about there. Your memory of you as you originally were is declining because of the overwhelming input from this human radiation. So down you go again for another life, another one, another one, another one, until you get to this point where you're locked in. And you have little, even in between life sojourns, you have little, if any, perception of this radiation from whence you came. There's a word for that, which I probably have already used, that fits it very, very accurately. And that word is, we all have become human junkies. We're addicted to being human and the human experience. Whether that was a part of the original design, you can have your own conjecture about that. But that is fact. If you want to prove it, that's the point. You have the ability, growing right now, to begin to prove these things to yourself. No one else can tell you. You can prove it to yourself. So, that's the first point of entry. There are other ways that entry takes place up here. One of the more amusing ones, and you will begin to perceive these in other people. That's the fun part. One is the what is called, or what used to be called, a remittance man. If you remember in the colonial empire where they had a black sheep in London of a noble family, and he was just embarrassing the family tremendously by his bouts of whatever. And so the family shipped him off during colonial empire days, say to New Zealand, Australia, Singapore, and remitted money to him monthly to keep him there, to pay him to stay away from London and the embarrassment of his presence. What happens here, it's very interesting. We will find other people, other beings, non-human, making an entry here, and they have all the appearance of having been paid to be here, and they don't really want to be here, but they've been paid here to be here because of the fact that someone sent them here and paid off to get them here. Another form of it that's equally interesting is the one that has such profound merit is the being who appears to be on the run from some other energy system, and he's looking for a place to hide. He's got to hide somewhere. And he spots this and says, oh, that's great. Wham, and goes in. And here are the guys after him, who can be the old version of the KGB or whatever after him. And what he doesn't know when he makes that dive is that every time he exits and ends a life sojourn, he again is over here. And when he does that, these pursuers are ready to grab him and say, gotcha. The other thing that makes it even worse is that when he sleeps at night, in that, you're right on the edge of it, in that past 21 era, and he's sleeping and he drifts out there, they're ready to grab him right now because he's far enough out of phase with his physical body. He's a good target, and they want to grab him. And so he has these horrible nightmares all his lifetime, trying to not to sleep. He becomes deathly afraid of sleeping, and he becomes much more afraid of dying, because that means the boys will really gotcha when he dies and take him back for whatever reason. Then there's the other types, of course, that in turn are the missionary types, who perceive all of this roiling mass of disorganization and want to do something about it. You could say they're a super form of do-gooders, but they come to fix it, help it. And so they come in here, and they, in turn, the price of losing their memory, their personality, but they still try to express it. And most, if not all of them, become enmeshed in this whole cycle themselves, forgetting all about what their real motive was to help, and they get boozed up themselves. Then the other part, of which one that I'm very familiar with, is where a friend of yours gets enmeshed, and you go in then to retrieve your friend, to rescue your friend, and you too get enmeshed. More common than you think. Most importantly, what the real, I'll put it in our modern jargon, the most attractive advertising for this being human, bar none, and which attracts most, if the highest percentage and the majority of those who come to be human, is to meet a graduate of this particular compressed learning school. A graduate of the being human experience is, I have to be unequivocal about it, is a God in other energy systems. And you have to think of it that way. Is a God in, as we term God, put it that way. And remember, our concepts of God from one perspective is very much local traffic type of perception. But there it is that that's once you meet a graduate of this particular system, truly a graduate, then in turn you, and probably have, said to yourself, I will do anything 1,000 times, 100,000 times, whatever, if I can be like that graduate. And that's exactly the important thing. Because a graduate is much on the order of what we perceive to be a super something. And the availability of that being and where those graduates go and be is something that we will not get into tonight, but it becomes obvious that they are no longer interested.
So I would say this about this real quick. It's interesting. I wouldn't say everything it says is exactly how it is. I think we do make decisions. We do come here to connect with others that we've had deep connections with, soulmates, whatever you might want to call it. And then, but the price we pay is we do forget. But I think subconsciously there is a knowing and there's a stream. So last night I had a breakthrough in my mind when at the end of the day, wait 1 second. Let me back up. Sorry, guys. Trying to get back to this point here. Okay, there we go. if you're connected enough, you will get, there's so much streams of thoughts. It's kind of hard to focus right now coming through, and it's up to you to connect with your real self. That is the oversoul. Now, this system running the show here, we're all attached in some way. If you could decipher your thoughts and observe them and have that middle ground where you have that clear mind, try to do it at the end of the day. Turn everything off and really try to decipher your thoughts and get that middle ground where you're observing your thoughts and see what happens. You should do it every fucking night, even if it's for 10 minutes. At the end of the day, turn everything off and do that. Trust me. We were talking about in the beginning, but it's been so long. It's like, I really wanted to get deep into this. We kind of did in the beginning, but we'll be talking about it pretty much every show anyway, because it applies. So yeah, what he was describing, that's close, I think. 33 years old. So with that, people, we're at 10 hours. Let's see what's going on here. Right. What kind of content is this? Someone else's? Sad as fuck. Here's the same troll. We went here for 10 hours, rewind the show and learn something. Clown. Or does this guy have a channel? See what content you got going on. Did someone delete his comment?
Yeah, I don't even see that comment in the chat. That's weird.
I don't either.
How's that possible? How could it be on StreamYard but not in the chat?
It does that. If someone gets blocked or banned, it will it'll still show in StreamYard like they're not blocked. Let's go to my.
Oh, I didn't know that.
See who we got banned. How many people's been banned lately? Let's check this out. Okay.
Fucking Drake. I think I have this exact picture saved. I tried to find it, but I couldn't find it.
We'll unban some people. I'm gonna leave Butthole Winkler banned. That guy's been. Yeah, he is banned. Red 40 is banned. Maybe he was in the backup channel. I'm gonna leave your ass banned too. You don't need your fucking negative energy around here. All right. So with that, there's no point in keep on going on. So the plan now is to definitely do a part 3, but I'm probably gonna be focusing on uploading. That's what I'm gonna be doing now.
Yeah, do you
And
notice the
besides-
same tactics where they take away like tons of views after, and then you like might get some back and they take them away again and shit?
Yep.
So
I see
ridiculous.
a lot of weird stuff, dude. I see where because I was doing that scripture, the word of God or the words of man. So I was taking doing shorts of different ones of those. And if I did a short like kind of like against or the religions, it would like hide me. I wouldn't go into the main shorts feed. But if I title something like I said the Holy Ghost is truth. That's what I said in the title. Because I said that, they pushed me right into the fucking algorithm,
Oh, for
dude.
sure.
So it's like you got to kind of play around with the shorts. I mean, I uploaded my cat that I adopted. Me just saying hi to her. It's like 9,000 views. It's like,
I noticed that.
what the fuck, dude? It's crazy.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
But
got to put out some more just like innocent videos like that too. You know,
the
shorts like that.
shorts, you don't get subscribers from that really. You'd be lucky, you know, unless you kind of do it right. But it's not. The only way for us to really grow is people to share it out. That's it, dude. There's no other way.
You know, it's funny now that I think about it. I have a short from a while ago, probably one of the first shorts on Pineal Power, and it was Reptilian Agenda, and it's this lizard that was under the trunk of my car. I lifted the hood of my car, and it was under the hood. And so I posted like Reptilian Agenda, like, and tagged, I think I might have tagged David Icke or hashtagged him or something. It had like that. I think it had thousands of views. But yeah, that might have brought in some people to my channel considering, you know, the top.
So that's what we're going to be doing next. We're going to be reacting possibly to that DAViD WiLCOCK video. And we're going to be going over Rudolf Steiner's work on like the archons and stuff and what he was saying about this stuff. And then also this is what happened today. Dude, once I uploaded this video right here this morning, that's when something changed with YouTube. This video, I don't know. They don't want us talking about this. And it's my least viewed. I've never, based on views, this video should have 150 views. It's not a lot. I don't get a lot of views on my channel for regular uploads. But for it to have 30 views in 10 hours is impossible. Even for any video I upload, it shows you that they stopped sending notifications. This video I uploaded this morning was something happened.
Yeah, right when one of my live streams hit 333, the next time I looked, it was under 300, way under, like 280. And then I look again, and it was over 300 again, and now it's under 3 again. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, see, usually it'll say 10% or 20%. It usually say like 30% notifications. You can see notifications that ain't on here because they didn't send out any. Fuckers. It's almost like I should just title videos like Honey Boo Boo or something and then read what I read.
Yeah, Taylor Swift yells at Honey Boo Boo, and Drake and Kanye come out of the bushes.
My favorite Taylor Swift song, and then talk about some deep shit. Like, shit. No hater wants to come up? I'm in the mood if a hater wants to come up. Put the link out there, give you guys some time.
Just Frank says, my reaction to WiLCOCK. There's a Mandela effect. Some people say WiLCOCK or WiLCOCK, but he said his reaction is punching the screen.
So here's the deal, Just Frank. Nobody got notifications for this video on my main channel, and nobody got notifications for this stream I'm doing right now from my main channel. Nobody. Where's the haters at, guys? Sorry, when it ends up getting this long, there's some more stuff I want to do, but I don't want to, I just can't focus. So it's kind of like, whatever. So how do we do today? Let's see.
Yeah, show your analytics, because I want to start doing this at the end of my streams. I keep forgetting. I think I've only done it once. But if you show your analytics and you show how you have 782 views so far, and then you go afterwards and how does it have 400 and something? You know what I mean?
No, that's normal. That's normal for live streams. When I end this live stream, it's going to say, it's already on my phone. It's going to say like 500, 400, 300. And then it catches up. It catches up with itself. From what I'm understanding, it's pretty
I've
normal. You can
noticed
see
that
here,
too sometimes, but
no
sometimes
notifications. No notifications for this live stream. Here's proof. But this is the weird thing, like you're saying. You see, it'll say 48 people. It'll stay on that number for an hour, but then you'll see this number go up. That's what I'm saying. The views don't matter, people. The views don't matter. And people are like, oh, I got 2,000 views. I got these views. And they get all excited about it. But it doesn't matter at all because most of the people that turn into these live streams that we do on panels and stuff, they literally tune in for like 10 seconds. So someone might get 2,000 views, but 1,500 of them didn't watch for more than 30 seconds. That's a bona fide fact. So why get excited about it? It's
it's
stupid.
pretty crazy. It says almost 500 hours of watch time now. That's 500 almost hours of people's time and
Right.
attention. Pretty crazy. But go to engagement though.
There's nothing yet because, it has to wait till after the video's done processing, after we shut down.
For the audience retention, right? Yeah, but it shows like the peak and stuff.
You can see I don't have the thing on, so I don't make money, FYI, people. I was looking at the last stream. Look at this. Or the last Soul Trap stream. Where is it? Audience. It's almost dead 50-50 male and female. That was pretty interesting. You can see it's 80 to 90% of my videos are by subscribers. That proves, you know what I mean? Like, it should be like 20% not subscribed or something. That just proves another thing. And literally, the 10%, 15% of these are people that watch what I do, but they don't subscribe. They don't want to give me a subscriber. So what they do is they just search my channel and will click on my video instead of subscribing. That's what they do.
What's interesting is 80.3 plus 19.8 is 100.1. So somehow you have an extra 0.1% somehow audience subscriber. I don't know how that.
Yeah. I don't know what that means. So I'm not going to get discouraged. So I have this new video editing software, dude, and it's so fucking badass. And I've been learning a lot about it. It can take time though. Like I can do a short or something ends up being like 40 minutes just to do a 40-second short, you know, but they have a lot of different. I'm getting it down though. What was I going to go to? Oh yeah, the I was hoping Nathan Sanders would come on this show. I should have reached out to him. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen Nathan in a while.
Oh, so what I'm gonna do is, I think I saw him. I don't remember. I'm gonna start with my first live stream. So I might be doing this today too. Oh shit. Where's it? Oh, okay, my bad. Where's Z been too? A lot of people just disappeared.
Who's Z?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. He was uploading for a while and not streaming, but I'm not sure if he's still doing it.
Anyways, So just so everybody knows, all this content's backed up on Odyssey. I'm gonna upload and premiere all of my 140 live streams on one of my backup channels. And then we're gonna start getting rid of some of these. So I'll just premiere them one more time and then start just cleaning up a lot of this stuff, the AI stuff, and I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. And kind of go back to about a year ago. And then basically most of the content's going to be gone after. I'm even thinking right here when I came back, and just all those videos are going to be here. All the rest might be gone off the channel. I might go back a little bit more to like, I don't know. It's kind of difficult to delete all these, dude. The targeted individual stream. Maybe we need to premiere that next, dude. I should do a throwback thing on this one, huh?
I'll be honest. Even though I was on part 2, part 1 was better because we had so much tech
What is he
issues.
talking
It no
right
sense.
there?
So me, as above, so below.
Yeah,
I
bro. You
forgot I
know
was on
what?
that one too. Forgot.
Yeah, you're talking about me when. See here. Shout out to King Cash in the building.
Oh
Debbie,
yeah, King
everyone in the
Cash,
chat.
dude. We're
Thanks
gonna
for joining,
download
guys. We're
that.
just getting started, you know.
Yeah,
And I like
Grand
the way
Rising,
it's.
much love to everybody.
Yeah. So check this out, dude.
You
This
know,
is the.
it's just under 2 days shy of the 1 year anniversary since I predicted the Pope's death on the stream. Remember that? And then an hour, not even an hour later, you guys were reacting to it. That was so classic. I got to find that and clip it. I've been meaning to do that forever, but as like a 1 year later kind of a thing. That was crazy, bro. That was even. I was like, what the hell?
Saying Debbie.
They're telling us to pray harder and tighten your chains of bondage. Ooh, that's a fucking mic drop.
That's what I'm saying. I heard it on the video earlier, man. You know, and I'm telling people the opposite. I'm telling, you know, if you over.
So I'm downloading this video right now. We're gonna premiere this.
Simulations.
It's 9 hours. Yeah, we're gonna premiere it at noon tomorrow. No, not noon. I'm sorry,
Good deal.
2 o'clock.
Good
Between
deal.
2 and 3, because I kind of work till 3:30. I want to be chilling in the chat, possibly on. I got a lot of stuff to do on this computer after work, so I'm definitely gonna premiere this video, dude. This is from December 7th last year. Seems like so long ago, bro.
You could also do before the year's over, like something from a year ago on that day. You know, so I think you did a
That's a good
few
one.
streams. You know, that way you could say 1 year later or whatever. I
Bro,
mean, you could still say that.
You know what I'm about to do? I'm just waiting on some gig sticks to come. I guess I'll tell you guys because no one's really left. I was not gonna say anything, but what I'm gonna do is, bro, I'm gonna have my shit around the clock content on my backup channel with it just like one premieres, ends, another one premieres, and just having a constant thing going. Like, why not?
Yeah, I've thought of doing that before too, and the closest I've come was I one time did a 92-hour stream. That's my record.
Oh, but I don't want to do. Yeah, you know what?
And
I don't want to do it like
crazy-
that because I want the different titles. We're talking about AI or we're talking about targeted individuals, NPCs. Maybe it could, maybe, you know, that might be a good idea to just create a playlist of different streams and then just play all. That's a good idea, bro.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be that hard at all, really.
No, premiering videos takes a long time because you got to do the titles, all the stuff. You got to put the links, you have to put the image, and then you have to upload it, and then it uploads, and then you have to keep doing that to every video. It takes some time, dude. I was gonna pay someone to start editing videos for me, but it didn't seem like they were truly interested. So, I ended up doing it myself.
Yeah, but the craziest thing with that 92-hour stream is it cut off unexpectedly, and it was literally the final time was 92 hours, 11 minutes, and or 11 hours. Wait, 92 hours, 11 minutes, and 6 seconds, which is literally my birthday. 11/6/92. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. My laptop closed, forced closed, and I was away from it, so I didn't have time to revive it. And yeah, I was just like, this has got to be a fucking
Yeah.
John of Sinks, man. I don't know.
Bro,
crazy.
you know what, dude? This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start doing Mandela Mondays. I have like 100 hours or more than 100 hours of Mandela Effect streams. Maybe more than that. Look at this, dude. The first stream on here is Mandela Effect. So we have 20, 40, 52.
I still think you should do the David WiLCOCK one though, for sure.
Oh yeah,
That'd be
we're gonna do that.
Very entertaining, man.
And you can, that'd be cool if you come up. Dude, anyways, definitely over 100 hours of streaming. And then every Monday I could just do a Mandela Effect Monday and have a stream going all day.
And like Monday, targeted Tuesday.
Dude, we need to do a part 2 of that actually. I would need guests. I would need people to join to kind of share their thing. But for me, I don't know if I can do another one like, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, Monday, targeted Tuesday. We Are Awake Wednesday. Thimerosal Thursday. Kidding.
Yeah.
Full Moon Friday. I mean, that would be Full Moon Friday would be today. Although it was really yesterday, the day before. Let me see. It still looks full out. There's actually a clear sky for once. I couldn't see it the last couple nights, like usual. J. Phil. Yeah, I don't see Joe around much, but I see him with on Stavely's a couple times.
He's been around. He's been around here.
Okay. I saw him on Stavely once or twice, but
he was on like last week or something. Or one of the last streams. Not the last one though. I think he usually comes around for certain. He came around for the TI stream, but he comes around for certain it's not always his vibe. And that goes for all of us, right? Yeah, I haven't seen Joe since I think the Mandela Effect stream on December 14th. It's been almost a couple of weeks or so. And do you know what? This is not to keep going on about it. I don't care what anybody says, dude. If I had to pick one stream, that would be like right now my favorite. This one. This one is an bro, have you seen any of this? I know it's 12 hours, but Pineal?
I was muted, my bad. I'm dumb. What were you saying?
Which one?
Did you watch any of this one?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I watched a lot of that one. And towards the what did it? I think it would have been the end. I think I restreamed some of it actually. If that's the one I'm thinking of, yeah. Was that the last one? A scripture that word. Yeah, that was the last Bible based one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of highlights in that stream for sure.
Yeah, that one was great. I fucking love that one. So that's why I'm trying to clip things out because people aren't going to watch 12 hours, dude.
That's the thing I've noticed. It's
So I
interesting.
start clipping
Like,
out, even if it's 2 hours or 1 hour. No, go ahead. I was just saying.
you know, I was saying a lot of times I'll get more streams on the shorter streams, more views on the shorter streams. So, you know, more views on a stream half as long. It's crazy. So, just goes to tell you, just goes to show you. I mean, it makes you want to reconsider prioritizing, maybe reprioritizing your, you know, stream lengths and such, and focus.
Yeah, it's hard for me to do shorter streams on certain topics. Because now it's like with this, because now it's not that big of a deal to me because I could just piece it out. Because like I said, the live streams on the views aren't as important because it's the live stream views. Because I'm saying, pull up anybody's analytics. Most people just tune in for 10 seconds. So it's like, it's all about what your title is really. So what's up in the chat? So I can see your chat. That's what it is.
No, but that it would have had that comment earlier was whatever. That comment earlier wasn't in my chat though. That's why I was weird because I
Oh.
went so it wasn't in my chat, it wasn't in your chat, but you explained it. Yeah, it's probably still shows in StreamYard. It was probably on your end in your chat and it showed on StreamYard. I forgot that was a thing. But yeah, so what did you have to do to
What's up, Jay?
make it where I could restream? Like what setting did you
It was
tweak?
under guests settings. You hit guests on the bottom, and then there's at the top it says guests can stream to their own destinations.
And you check a box or something?
Yeah, the
Got
top
it.
box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's definitely got. I'm almost positive that's only for the paid version, but I'm gonna make sure to try to remember to not make sure to try. I'm gonna make sure to do it next time I stream, or try to do it. I guess if it's not an option. Yeah, it might be only paid. I want to get the paid version though. I actually don't know if I ever had it. I probably would know if I had it once. So yeah, I don't think I ever had the paid version. I know it's worth it though. What is it, like 30 now? 30, 35?
I think I pay like $5 more for the memory thing, but it's definitely worth it. But what you do is pay for a month, then turn it off. Take your
Right.
credit card off because sometimes you might not stream for 2 weeks, and you just every time just renew
Right. They
it,
charge
and
you
all your
for
stuff's
yeah.
still there. You know.
Right. Right. They charge you. They get you on a subscription basis after that, right?
Yeah. But just take your credit card right off. That's what I do. Well, I mean, that's what I used to do. But these days, I'm like streaming a lot, so.
Yeah, I know it's more than it used to be. At least $10 more than it used to be per month. But a lot more people use StreamYard now than I don't even know anyone who uses Streamlabs or obviously a lot of people still use OBS and stuff. But it seems like most people have adopted StreamYard. So
StreamYard is so badass now. You can move your camera. It's like, hey, the metaphysician, definitely email me some Steiner stuff. I've definitely looked into a lot of his stuff. I spent a lot of time before 2 years ago, looking into this guy. And for like a week, that's all I was paying attention to be honest. And then I would listen to a lot of his writings on YouTube and like walk around to hear his. But there's a long paper I want to read live. So I'm gonna shut down, bro.
sure, thanks for having me. Interesting stream.
Yeah,
I wish I would have started the restream around the Max Spears stuff, but it's all good. That was
yeah.
interesting.
I didn't
I
know I
almost want to.
needed to check that box. So
Yeah, I want to do a whole like Max Spears deep dive stream now. Honestly, I have
right.
thought of it in the past. I think it's a good idea to just certain people had such an impact. They definitely deserve their own
Yeah, bro, you
whole
should
stream,
definitely stream that.
especially like Bill Cooper and stuff like that, which I've done multiple whole streams on. But yeah, I've never done a stream just on Max Spears. But I was looking at the beginning of my stream on like the transhuman agenda stuff and Black Goose stuff on Ponyo Power, and I posted the link in the chat earlier, like way earlier hours ago. But I noticed, yeah, it was around the 15, 17-minute mark. It was touching on the Max Spears stuff. I hadn't even remembered. I played a lot of Pale Horse Riders videos. Actually started off the stream with his video, a few of his videos. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but yeah, I think Harold Kautzvella is another interesting speaker on all that synthetic biology, black goo, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, man, the movies don't lie. Just look at the movies: Venom, Prometheus, Lucy, Hunger Games. It goes on and on. It's in so many movies. There's something there. I don't know what the fuck it is, but
That's true.
it's dark and twisted, whatever it is.
There's some truth there, but they always fucking twist the truth up a little bit, at least.
Of course, like that, like the way they're portraying it in the movies. You know, it very well might likely just be. It's super. What's the word? Aggrandized. It's super like. They make it ridiculous. So you know, like Venom. But oh yes sir. Shout out to Pale Horse. Yes sir. Yes sir. But yeah, good streaming. I'll be on the next one, most likely.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
You got some stuff going on, but God willing, it'll be all right.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout
bro.
out David Avocado Wolf. It'll make sense later. I like David Avocado Wolf, even if he is, you know, the NutriBullet. Actually, that's I may never have had a NutriBullet or gotten one if it wasn't for that guy. So I don't even use it anymore though. So need to start. Need to start, man. Anyway, I'm out of here. Much love. Much
Later,
love.
bro. Thanks,
Peace,
man.
peace. Thank you,
Take
sir.
care.
All right.
Much love.
Be well.
Okay. So it's been a long time. Energy's drained. I gotta get to clear my mind a little bit. Yep. It's all good. It's all good. So, backup channels, everybody. Much love. Thanks again. It's a great stream. If you didn't watch it, it was really great all the way through. I mean, definitely the first half was an interesting journey. So, subscribe to Shaunosaurus. Let me make sure I'm subbed over there. Okay. Much love, everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in. And we'll be back soon, as usual. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Have a great night. Appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate all the comments. Keeps me going. So thank you. Thank you for all of it. Appreciate it. It means a lot. Thank you. Have a good night, guys.